Hello. Art reveal today. Howder 6480 in the house, of course, Shadowhawk. Thanks for the trying to wake me up, buddy. Actually, I woke up by myself, of course, no alarm. I appreciate the new stream backgrounds. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That the new stream backgrounds, of course, on the Reach stream, not on StreamYard. Does StreamYard have new backgrounds? I'm not sure. Let's find out together on the 4 o'clock shadow, eh? Uh, yeah, we're gonna do the thing. You know the thing, the show. Man, Devil Flyer magazine. Watch out, things are happening with it. Oh, pew pew pew. And the ash can over on the Indiegogo, of course. You're crazy if you don't get it. Get your Flyer fan card sent to you very soon. And get free stuff. Free stuff. Yeah. Oh, we got Shadowhawk just popping in the back. Here we go. Tally ho.
Howdy, howdy, everybody.
Howdy, howdy. No, you didn't wake me up, but thanks, buddy, for trying. I was in dream, la la land. Just dreaming, you know.
Oh,
Um, went to
well,
bed. Oh, right before they swore. I would say about 10:30, something like that, or something. I
oh,
woke
okay.
up once, and then went back to bed. Went to the restroom, went back to bed. And we hadn't moved stirred since. So
Mm,
burning the candle at both ends, but we had very good. I did a stream earlier, as you probably know.
yeah.
I just paused the proceeding. Melania Trump enters the Capitol. I think he did it. I think he did the swearing in at the Capitol because of January 6th, don't you?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably the main reason.
Well, I know they said something on the news today on my way home too that they had moved a lot of the uh, event indoors because of the extremely cold weather too. So
Oh yeah, I mean he could be like my relative Harrison that did his outside for 2 hours, caught pneumonia, and died within
yeah, it
a
was like a
little
week
over a
or so.
month in office.
Yeah,
Huh? The
as it
shortest
wasn't.
presidency in history,
Yeah, yeah,
the ninth president. And I'm also related to Benjamin Harrison, which was the 29th president. So maybe nine's a lucky number for me, my friend. I don't know.
maybe. You got to start
Maybe,
saying that loud.
maybe. Check out Devil Flower. Thank you, Halder. Absolutely. We're gonna be redoing it, and I do have a. Should I show the midnight stuff? I mean,
I
should I
mean,
show you
it's
Jay
up to you,
Krager's
Mister King of
genius?
the Spoiler.
Okay, well, you know, 56 views on "You Deserve Better." Trump is back in office. Of course, I was teasing people that title could go either way, right? You deserve better. Trump is
Yeah,
back in office. That could go either way for the Democrats or the Republicans. So,
yeah.
I was going to use "You Deserve Better" anyway. It came to my mind as it often does right before a stream. God gives me inspiration. I use it. And then I thought, oh, today's special day. Trump's getting back in office. So I added that to it. And I said, oh, what a genius title to tease people with. 76 views. Average view time, 7 minutes, 6 seconds. I had a peak of 8 people, it was early in the morning. But 76 on that. And but total, I mean, that was just at close. I said, wow, I think I've added one since then. It was 75 when I first looked at it right after the stream, because sometimes I look at it right after the stream. It's up to 87 views right now. Thank you, everybody. Nice. Hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of an impromptu stream, but a good one.
Did you have who was supposed to be coming on from Peru? Was it Elliot?
That's Wednesday.
That's Wednesday.
I told people about that Elliot Rodriguez will be on Wednesday. It will have to be earlier because he's in Peru.
Yep.
Just give me one more moment, please, so I make sure she's okay, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Check on Abby.
Check on the baby dog. Well, hey, it's a chilling 8 degrees here in the lovely Midwest. And I've been freezing my butt all day today. Get home and cuddle up under the blankets. Get my dog up on the couch. Get all warmed up here.
What you warming up?
Me. It's freaking freezing outside.
Oh, I know. It was like 12 yesterday. I don't know what it is today. I've been snug as a bug in a rug in the bed. I can play Octopus Cowboy, and we can see, Octopus Cowboy 2. If you haven't looked at Jason Orfalis, I wish I could get him back on. He doesn't do a lot. He needs to. It's had very little bit of movement in it. One of the best things. I know you'll love the trailer. It's one of the best ever made, I think, to promote a book. A little bit long, but then that helps me out a lot. And I love the project. I can't promote this enough. We'll just see how. I really need to download this. Maybe it'd run a little smoother, but we'll just see how choppy is choppy. Eh?
Howie.
Yes, on this inaugural day, we got a new president and a new future. Let's make the most of it.
All right.
And I'll be right back. I'm sure Abby needs to relieve herself as well.
Amen.
And you can tell me how wonderful Stutter Cam is with Circle 60. Hey, I want to make it back in time to hear the song. Are you kidding?
There you go. Amazing.
He knows what you're thinking, punk. You're thinking, did he fire 30 shots at 29? Now, to tell you the truth, he's forgotten himself in all this excitement. But being this is 44 Cold Walker, the most powerful handgun in the West, I will blow your head clean off. You gotta ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Not terribly choppy today.
He's better than shark. Wrestle the gorilla. Stomped the hyena. And that was before he had a gun. Most dangerous cephalopod in the West is back.
I'm back. You're watching Cephalopod. Right.
Hey, Marcus.
Bye.
Back in today. Bye.
Bye.
I did not know they employed Emperor Palpatine to do the voiceover.
That'll do good for him.
Hey, Mike Walters. If this doesn't make you want to dance, I don't know what will. Don't get it mad. Don't get it wrong. Oh.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's big and bad.
Don't double cross him. Don't do him no wrong.
Ooh, Helder. That's cold, buddy.
He's an eight-legged gunslinger. Cephalopod.
Who knew what a cephalopod was before this trailer? Come on. Be honest.
I did.
Well, I mean, because you're genius.
Well, I don't know. Right.
Hey, you know stuff.
I don't self and things.
I'm going to teach you. I'm going to beat humility into you before this show is over.
Hey, I'm like Anna. I can write my name and draw.
If I might humbly say. I got to get Circle 60 to do my next trailer. Really.
MC.
Yeah, get him to do a song for you or something. That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
man. This is killer. This, I love it.
Yeah.
Jason
very cool.
Orfalis got a wonderful project here that no one's paying attention to.
I know.
Back in the day, my young
And the artwork is,
Padawan.
I mean, spectacular, dude. It looks great.
I mean, Spider-Man with 8 tentacles. Come on.
Hey.
What was that one picture that had Trump on a wrecking ball? I'll tell you who the wrecking ball was. It was Biden. He destroyed everything he put his hand to.
Oh,
Come on now. Huh? Come on,
I
man.
said, oh, yeah.
Face pony holder, poster, you son of a.
Do you see that shit? He waited till the last day of him being in office to fucking pardon Fauci and a bunch more people in his own family. And
Oh, I knew he would. I knew he would. Every president waits to the last minute. That's why I was surprised he did it so early with Hunter. And that might have been, we got to get Hunter and this out. Or, I mean, how much buzz was there about Hunter's? Just Hunter's pardon, not to mention Fauci and all that other crap. But you know what? I hope the next president can do something about it. He has been charged with looking into people acting on the president's behalf because he's dementia ridden, doesn't know what day it is, and he didn't know about it at the time. So I hope they go after them with a vengeance, a Palpatine vengeance.
yeah, well, yeah.
Marcus says, I'm watching Trump be cheered. Today is a great day, friends. First day of America being great yet again, once again. Amen to that. This malaise speech from Carter said before he died. That's why I didn't watch one scintilla. I saw a little bit of it at the bank where they had it up on a TV behind the tellers, because they have to be nursemaided now, most of them, because they don't know anything. They're brand new, and who goes to the bank in person anymore? I mean, no, not every president pardons his family 15 minutes before. Okay, well, what I'm saying, Marcus, is every president pardons someone, but not his family. You are correct, sir. This is a massive cover-up. So I didn't mean to slight that. It is a massive cover-up. Talk about that for a minute, Shadowhawk. Let me get my dog out of subarctic weather, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, go get that little one. Yeah, pretty sad. I was for a minute there, I thought he wasn't gonna do it. I actually thought he might actually walk out of the office today without dropping any more than pardons. But yeah, you knew it had to come for Fauci. He knows too much. I don't want him on a witness stand anywhere. And it's funny, his pardon goes all the way back to 2014, coincidentally, January, when that Chinese Wuhan lab first got their funding to start screwing around with what turned out to be COVID. Interesting. But Fauci's pardoned all the way back to then now, so unless they can get something on him before that, I don't know exactly. I guess once you got a pardon, that's it, right? If you're get out of jail free ticket. Well, Timmy is going up on Twitter right now. What's going on with Mr. Olson? Well, sorry guys about the hitchy start to the show here. Rex is ill prepared today, but that's all right. You got your loyal and wonderful Shadowhawk here to hold your hands and make sure you don't get scared when the big old Rex is gone. Yeah, oof, man, I hate the cold. By next year, I am getting out of it, out of here, somewhere south, somewhere warm. I'm not gonna spend my last 25 years or so on the planet freezing to death every year. Done with this mess. Sorry, guys. I was not prepared to vamp quite this long. I don't know. He's going off on Twitter right now. I keep seeing him dropping.
Who's going off on Twitter?
Timmy.
Oh,
Olsen.
what's he going off about?
I just keep seeing the little private room or whatever, the Misfits room. He's been dropping comments like every 10 seconds.
Oh, the DM things. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been able to keep up, so I don't know what's going on exactly. It just keeps popping across the top of my screen. Yeah, it's like, wow, what's going on over there?
There is such thing as too much of a good thing. Anyway, moving on. I didn't come on here to talk about Timothy Olsen or anyone else except maybe what's going on. Can you imagine I don't want to come on camera today because I'm fresh out of bed and who does your hair and my pillow. But regardless of that, I don't want to come on camera and gloat too much and glow. The Democrats would be gloating, glowing. Chuck Schumer looking like a little evil imp and troll.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, when you look at him, he's physically malformed at this humped over Rumpelstiltskin little bastard. I don't know how to
like some kind of evil.
I don't know how to put it delicately. I mean, if evil takes its toll on a person, and one of the funniest things I saw today. Hillary is not that tall, right?
Right.
She was all dwarfed by people around her when they were standing around. She was standing behind the former president, Art Kansan. I apologize to the nation for that. Bill Clinton, a disaster of a governor, a disaster of a president in a lot of ways. I know Democrats love him. If you ever shake his hand, you'll never get the stink off. I know I did it once when he was running for governor, pre-president, but he's been the only president's hand that I shook. And does that even count if he was not president yet?
Well, technically, I guess. I mean, he became president at some point.
He became president, right? And from Arkansas. So
So technically, he still shook a president's hand. I mean,
yeah,
even if he
I hope
wasn't
there's a
president.
natural disaster and his library burns down. Just personally, in Minecraft, they're two pieces of feces on the rim of life. Personally, I mean, I think they're very evil. Bill in a different way than Hillary, but evil nonetheless. Hillary is downright evil.
Oh yeah, she's just personification of a witch. I mean,
a bad witch. Because you're gonna
you're
stir up
Glinda
the
the
UK
good
crowd.
witch. Yes.
But I'm a good witch. Yeah, Glinda, though the good witch, was really the villain of the piece.
Supposedly, I guess. Yeah, they're rewriting
Yeah.
history on
They are rewriting. It seems like they're rewriting, but I always kind of wondered that as a kid too. Now, who's, eventually, I don't know when it was, but I was like, now who's the bad guy here? Wait a minute. I mean, but the Green Witch, she always scared.
Yeah.
Scared the
You
pants
do have to
off.
wonder about Glenda though. She was awful happy when her own sister got a house
Oh
dropped
yeah,
on her.
I'm in power now, and she did away with the wizard, the power structure. So yeah, I kind of underhandedly took over Oz.
Yeah.
Why doesn't there's your remake or not? That's not a remake. You could do a Further Adventures of Oz, which is totally divergent, where she's like Glinda's plan really came to life.
Yeah, her evil plan actually. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do Battle. Let me see. The Mighty Battle Brick meets Glinda or something. In the head.
We better get together with Eric Weathers in the.
Okay, maybe we don't want to call it that, but it could be like Glinda's comeuppance. Glinda finally gets hers. No, Carrie's going to do something with that.
Glinda's a good question mark.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, basically but you don't want to be too forward with it.
Yeah, you don't want to be too obvious.
And then sometimes you just want to splay them right between the eyes like a brick. Just saying. I actually think that I probably had to do that character. Because when I grew up, Ignatz the mouse hit Crazy Cat in the head with what?
Brick. Yeah.
A brick all the time in the animated cartoon, and it was one of my favorites. So I think something suppressed anger of bludgeoning somebody with a very blunt object repeatedly. I might be in there somewhere. I don't know. But Crazy Cat was never hurt. She didn't even get a concussion. And it was a female cat. It was not a male cat.
And
you don't hit a woman. You don't slap them around. You don't hit them in the head with a brick. Not in real life.
If they're a cartoon, it's okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, look what poor Wile E. Coyote went through. Or the coyote in the sheep farm with the dog. Remember the sheep dog that always killed him? I mean, always gave him grief, and they'd check out with the punch cards.
I forget what was it, like Al and Marty or something like that?
Yeah, they'd always, are you coming over for dinner? And, he had his dog and the coyote had his dog. I mean, had his job to try and get at the sheep, But,
I always like the kind of aspect of it. They have the time card, the punch card.
Oh, yeah.
On the side of a tree.
It's just a job, but we can be big about this, Currently working, already had one of these cards on fully inked. Oh, what'd you hear? Abby chiming in. That's about as much barking as you'll hear out of her.
Oh, there she is. I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear her bark a whole lot.
She has to go investigate. It gives her something to do on this sub-zero day,
There you go. She probably a squirrel out there or something. She's like, hey, get out of my yard.
I don't know. It's pretty quiet in here, and it being a holiday, I mean, it's, Elsie said, your Doctor Who hoodie should come today. And I said, no, It's
Nope.
Martin Luther King
Not
Day.
today. Well, yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's a holiday. He says, "Oh yeah, it's a holiday." Speaking of Doctor Who, happy birthday, happy 91st birthday to Tom Baker. YouTube
right.
has been running a lot of his Doctor Who episodes on a marathon today.
My favorite Doctor.
Yeah, and to some like yourself, the only Doctor. Pretty much.
Yep. The only one I care to watch, really. I mean, I
Yeah.
liked some of Pertwee's stuff.
Yeah,
The Third Doctor. I watched a few seasons of him.
yeah, and of course the lead in. You got to watch one of his to the very last one.
To where Tom Baker takes
With
over.
all
Yeah.
the spiders and everything, where he dies of radiation. He actually dies and regenerates, which kind of
Right.
set a precedent. Or he
Yeah,
was
I
on the
think-
verge of death, but
Yeah.
I think they portray it like he dies and then regenerates,
Mhm.
which happened with the last classic Doctor, the 7th Doctor,
Yeah,
in
didn't,
the late 80s, in 1989.
Yeah, because didn't the Sixth Doctor fall off a cliff or something? I know there was one where he went over the edge of a cliff or something, and then they brought back the new Doctor, regenerated it at the bottom.
Well,
of it.
they did that with Jodie Whittaker, where
That's the one it was. Yep. Okay.
yeah. As a child, though, and that's how her mother found out that she could regenerate. And the person that threw her over the cliff was the Master as a child, because
okay.
children are, but and she was a girl, a black girl falling to her doom, and she's just not screaming or anything, just passively, I'm going to get every bone in my, and they show her, and there's no blood from a fall from a great height,
Right.
no poor body posture. She just laid out like she was in a coffin. I'm like, okay, this is so non-realistic, and it's shite anyway, because it's rewriting what Tom Baker and others tried to do, and Tom Baker was one of the first, or the first Doctor to advocate that when he was leaving, that the new Doctor could be a woman in the future, and sort of champion that to be a thing in Doctor Who. And yet Jodie Whittaker, the knives are still in my back, bitch.
She was just terrible.
But I mean, it's the writing. Well, she's genius compared to this new one. Oh my God, I don't even want to watch him.
Oh, I haven't seen any of them.
Late and gay to the party.
Well, everybody's got to be gay at some point nowadays. Apparently,
we'll have a gay old time. Yeah, gay used to
it's all
have a
part
different
of the program.
gay. Well, I mean, we've already talked politics. Now let's talk sexuality, which we did a lot yesterday. But straight heterosexual male Nazi sex. Today we'll talk about gay and deviant stuff.
Let's just let's not say we did.
Let's don't see we did. Yeah. Gable says, I think LZ in the house. Hey, Walter.
Hey, LZ. And thank you, sir.
Colin Baker was pushed off a cliff and regenerated.
Wait, which one was Colin Baker?
Do I remember that?
Why do I know Colin Baker?
I mean, not to doubt you, but I don't remember him being thrown off a cliff. That was in the TARDIS, and he regenerated, which was a pretty sucky regeneration, which it sometime though renew and redo. Tom Baker had a weird regeneration. Tom Baker fell off scaffolding and fell to his death.
Oh, maybe that's the one I was thinking.
Yeah, and then the young Doctor came in as this white wraith-like form and sort of laid over him and merged with him, and he became a new Doctor, which was a wild new way to do the generation, because he kind of looked mummy-like.
Right. Now, was that the guy that was he was like a veterinarian on an English show or something like that. Is that guy? The one who
Oh,
took Tom Baker's place? Wasn't he like on a, what was it, all creatures great and small or some shit like that?
yeah.
Oh.
He was known for that. He played like a country veterinarian doctor or
Mm.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
he was
never
okay.
actually
I watched a little bit of his first season, but
his actual
he did-
name is Stephen Moffat, which Stephen Moffat would be a writer of the show later, and was
Oh,
a
wow.
fan of Doctor Who at the time. He just wasn't a writer, till much later on the show. And much below, they had both the same name, but he doesn't go by that. The Fifth Doctor doesn't go by his real name, but his real name is Stephen Moffat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought that's some weird synchronicity.
But yeah,
for
I
him.
didn't hate him, but after that, like every Doctor after that, I just didn't care for.
Yeah, Colin Baker's regeneration was not very impressive at all. They basically
Colin Baker was the really goofy one, right, with the bad hair and the like really
Who?
dressed all fucked up. With
Oh,
Colin
yeah,
Baker.
yeah. And he had the American, which didn't really work out, I didn't think. Had the American companion.
Yeah,
companion. And it was eye candy for the fathers and stuff. It not that she was not a good companion. It's just really they keep it kind of takes me out of the experience. I mean, when you have, I guess I've just come to expect all them to be British actors and have a British accent and come from England or at least Scotland, like Jamie McCrimmon,
I could
or
see it.
Ireland. Of course, the Empire used to range around the whole world, but not anymore. Not in the 20th, most of the 20th century, and certainly not in the 21st century. England's empire has become small at best, compared to what it was. They used to say that the sun does not set on the empire.
They still got Canada and Australia. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't, there was a long hiatus. There was 18 months between seasons one time. So I think that's right. Either that or 8 months. I'd have to go back and listen to that. But, there was a long hiatus between seasons, and then they came back with the trial of Doctor Who. Basically, the whole season is a trial for him,
right?
Which is kind of genius, and it had potential, but they just made Colin Baker too mean out of the gate. Like he wasn't. They didn't really sell what they were subtly trying to do. And Colin Baker played a different character in Doctor Who. And he even said when they asked him, he says, "Well, I've already been a character on Doctor Who." And they're like, "Oh, that doesn't matter."
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, well, VHSs wasn't even out at that time. People forget, And it was, and he played the character recently, like right before he became Doctor. So, yeah, it's kind of weird to see him as another Gallifreyan besides the Doctor. I think he was like a security guy on Gallifrey.
Oh, okay. Huh. I don't remember seeing him as another character, but yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, it is. I mean, when you see, one storyline where he's this one character and then he becomes the very visible carry the show character.
Yeah, exactly.
Then that's kind of wild. But you used to see that in entertainment a lot, and I don't know what people thought of it. But I mean, I saw Julie Newmar in that one thing before she did Batman and knew her from that. Richard Dawson, of course, I knew him when he started doing Family Feud. I knew him from Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But that's totally different. But it's wild when they play different characters in the same series. And here in the
always a little weird.
In the studio system, you used to get a lot of that.
Hmm.
We are echoing on your end, sir, just to let you know, and you don't get mad. I like Dr. Weird,
Oh,
Elsie
don't get
said.
mad. I'll be back.
Okay. In the studio system, you would get a lot of repetitive characters that played a whole bevy. Even in Gunsmoke, the actor that would later play Festus played like his first thing on Gunsmoke, I remember, was a sort of dirty old buffalo hunter. Um, but he played a myriad of roles long before um, Festus would come onto the scene. In fact, I've watched 11 seasons out of 20 of Gunsmoke, and Festus hasn't come on board yet. I need to get the rest of those. That was the one thing I wanted for Christmas, was to complete my. I just need to work harder. Complete my. They had the set. That means I had to rebuy all those others, like 11 seasons, which I paid individually for as they came out. And then they stopped coming out with those at the store, and I didn't pick them up, but which actually saves me money if I buy the whole set at this point, because they were not cheap. One season, which is a lot of episodes, probably 30 something episodes, I'm guessing, because that used to be about the norm, right? About 36 episodes, something like that. Per episode. I mean, per season. And Doctor Who used to be that way as well. Shows used to be that way, especially in the 60s. They did a lot more episodes. I mean, the first and second Doctor was on a schedule. I mean, they would take holiday time off, but basically they were working all year. And for an actor, that's great. But yeah, it can lead to burnout. Welcome back.
Howdy. Speaking of all this stuff, you would almost think it was Tuesday today. Where's Dave?
I did kind of think it was Tuesday. I could not get that out of my head. But I knew it wasn't. I knew it was Monday. And so I said, well, it'd be great if Dave was on today, because it is Tom Baker's 91st birthday today. But the dates just didn't work out. So we'll talk about that and acknowledge that again with him tomorrow if he's on.
Yeah.
I've been burnt out, Elsie says. I'm sorry about that. I've actually been burnt out, lost everything, and bounced back, and eventually came out of my trauma. If you've never had a house fire and lost everything, it's not great. And Abby says it's not great either. Hush now.
Sure.
Be calm. The sun is low.
Cease. Decent.
God bless the USA. God bless President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. I do believe J.D. Vance might be a pretty good president himself if he has to take over for a dead or ailing Trump.
Well, or in 4 years when it's time to run for the new president. So.
Yeah, exactly. Or that, yeah. I mean, 4 years is going to go by quickly, but I think we're going to see an acceleration of a lot of things that need to happen. And I don't think Trump will spend a lot of time going after people. I think he will investigate to get some of the answers in this. And can you imagine the book that he writes later?
Yeah. And he's already said he's going to release a bunch of declassified stuff, like the Kennedy stuff and
UFOs,
some other stuff. So
did he say UFO?
He just said a lot of the stuff that's been declassified lately that still hasn't been revealed. He's going to put it all out there for everybody.
Yeah. Well, Kennedy said he was going to put out the UFO stuff, and I'm not
Well, yeah,
saying that was why he was assassinated, because it wasn't, but because he pushed a lot of buttons, a lot of people's buttons. Jackie
yeah.
Onassis killed JFK. Wow, Eric. Okay, you must have read Glenn's book. You know, Glenn wrote a book on JFK. We're going to have Glenn Fleming on to show all his books once he gathers them all together, and
Oh,
we'll
cool.
talk about all the different stuff that he's written.
Yeah, I didn't know
He
he did a book on JFK.
Yeah, he did a book on who assassinated JFK. He's got two books on Kirby, so you might not have his second Kirby book. I know you got the
No,
one with the
I got the
DVD.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got another one that I
Cool.
want. He's got Hatch annotated. He's got, which is on Fun My Comic, by the way. You need to go check it out and buy it today.
Bah.
Trying to keep warm in my corner of the USA. Cold here, Eric and Boyd says.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cold here too, Eric. It's cold everywhere in the U.S. right
same
now.
here, 20 degrees. Yeah, we got that Arctic blast came through, so there's very
Mhm.
few warm places. Every now and then you get an Arctic blast usually from the north, because we never get it from Antarctica in the south because it has to go so far right over the.
Right. Yeah. No,
But can you
yeah, we
imagine
usually get it from like Canada, northern edge of Canada. It'll swoop in.
Oh yeah, south over the frozen tundra. Damn
Yeah.
Canadians! It's a conspiracy and has been for
Galloping
decades.
over the frozen tundra. Hey, that's all right. Pretty soon Canada will be the 51st state anyway, so we don't have to worry about it.
Eric and Boyd, I thought this was Elsie, but it's Eric and Boyd, says everything by the government was a cover up. They didn't want the USA to think it was possible she did it. This is another topic for another time. Did what?
But who's the she? I missed something.
Can we have some clarification, Eric and Boyd?
I miss. Jackie Onassis. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Wow. Not quite heard that theory before. What do you think
Isn't that
about?
what he said a minute ago? Jackie Onassis. Yeah. So
I've seen some footage and she wasn't Onassis by that way. That was her second marriage.
yeah, that was
but-
after Kennedy.
Yeah, that's just a technicality. Minus 12 here and getting colder. Oh, crap, Howder. Of course, you're up in Canada. 1 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and then below zero in a few minutes. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, keep that. Sorry, bro. No.
Yeah, we're still. They
What's it?
changed it. It was supposed to be even colder tomorrow, but the new forecast, we're going to be up to a balmy 25 degrees tomorrow. Woohoo!
Yeah, I don't know what it is here. I just know I have my heat on and water dripping, running, but better safe than sorry. And I'm probably not opened up the cabinet. Well, I haven't. You're supposed to open up the cabinets and kind of expose the pipes, and I mean take every precaution. I haven't taken all the precautions. Look, Eric's losing his mind. Woohoo! But
Dude, Maine Davis.
yeah, I mean, I've seen footage where the driver wheeled around slightly and shot him fairly point blank in the head or the throat. He was shot in the throat, so he was a fatal shot from the driver. So is that AI? Is that I don't know. And
I've heard the theory. Never actually
I
seen
have
it.
asked. I've asked Glenn on the show. Well, who do you? And he said, buy my book and find out. So
see, smart man.
I know, right? He didn't want to give away the goods. I don't blame him on that one. I know there was a cover up because they replaced the windshield the next day.
Yeah.
It was a cover up by the CIA, FBI, and all that. It was a cover up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people who wanted to kill him. Anyone who thinks any shots came from the driver is an idiot. Okay. Well, I didn't say I thought about it. I just said I saw footage of that, where they may have doctored it or something.
Yeah, I've heard that theory, but I've
I
never
think they're
seen
trying to
any.
confuse the issue, you know.
I've never seen any footage that corroborated that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And hail, Glenn! Happy birthday, sir. Sorry I missed it. Was it yesterday, right?
No, fuck. Oh, man.
No.
What planet are you living on?
You know what? All right, I'm out then. Have a good night.
Oh, now. Come on.
Good
No,
Lord.
Glenn's birthday was on the actual birthday of, drum roll please, because they share the same birthday, Martin Luther King. Even though we're on Martin Luther King Day today, Martin Luther King was born on Glenn Fleming's day. It should be Glenn Fleming holiday today.
There you go.
But it was January 15th, and
Oh,
today is
15th.
January 5th. It was 5 days ago.
All right. Well, again, happy belated birthday, Glenn. Sorry I missed it.
Or actually 6 days ago. Yeah, if you know. But you had asked about Elliot Rodriguez. Elliot Rodriguez will be on the show Wednesday. I'm sorry you're going to have to miss him unless you take a day off from work. And I'm going to have to get up early that day. No oversleeping. 9 a.m. for me.
Yeah,
but he's in Peru.
Yeah, depending on how long you guys go, I might be able to pop in at lunchtime for a minute. But that's, you'd have to be going for about 2 hours for me.
Glenn says thanks for the belated birthday wish.
Oh, anytime, Glenn. Sorry, I was
only saw Jackie crawling on the trunk to get part of his skull or ear or something. I don't know. Or get, it wasn't a great call to have an open, vehicle like that. But I think that was on the insistence of JFK. But
yeah, I don't know.
That anymore you need to be like the Pope Mobile and be.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they should have had a little bubble for him like the Pope.
Yeah. Well, now one president that's always exposed himself, and maybe I need to put that in another way, is Donald Trump. Where he's been. I mean, they wouldn't even afford him the security of the shielding when he spoke openly like Obama got. He was.
Oh, yeah.
He was like in the cone of silence from Get Smart.
Yeah, they didn't provide him much protection at all. Well, they didn't want to. They were hoping someone.
Exactly. Yeah, and I hope that Trump remembers that and enacts some things, even if he has to go through Congress, to better protect our president. And I think they should make it mandatory that you take a mental fitness test for the job.
Oh yeah, I assume that was part of it to start with, and I'm shocked if it's not.
Well, I don't think the founders ever really thought that somebody would elect a pudding head like who's mentally ill and diseased and
surprise, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, a person can't help getting dementia, but he had scarring on the brain from like brain operations previously. I don't think he was ever the sharpest cookie or tack. He's been a disaster for American politics. He's almost up there with Ted Kennedy,
Oh, dude, he was fighting. He was against integration and everything back in the day. I mean, now the Democrats are the party of all this DEI.
So was Clinton. He was with he was with Favis and all the Southern Democrats that hated blacks in the 20th century. True story. Touchy subject. What? Too soon?
It's only been 200 and some odd years.
I'm not going to dance on the cabinet on the table like Betty Ford did in her last day of office. She did that yesterday in 1976. But I do kind of rejoice and want, when I said I never did it, but I said when Obama leaves office, I'll dance on my roof of my house. I can't wait to get rid of some of these people. I hate that we have 4 years of disaster or maybe 8 years of disaster, and then we have to go in and waste the presidency just cleaning up their shite. And then they elect more Democrats to mess it up again.
Yeah, it
I'm
seems
tired
like
of
a
that.
vicious cycle.
And with
doesn't it?
Trump, I think people know he's going to go in there and he's going to kick ass. And, you know, I think in this first year, make great strides at where we need to be again, which is a great country that is secure and has some deterrence. And and the president needs to say, I will bomb you back into the Stone Age if you mess with American citizens. Otherwise, we're a joke.
Every one of them OPEC nations out there in the Middle East should know
Hey,
that
Scarlett.
we will bomb you into a sheet of fucking glass. I don't care.
You will gleam with envy when we're done with you.
Hey, Scarlett, good to see you.
Scarlet Fever
Our
has
Southern
a
Belle.
YouTube channel, and I'm going to drop her link once again. I did it once earlier today. Let's get Scarlet Fever some love and some subs on YouTube. She has been tearing it up. She's only got 108 videos. I have over 1,800 and have been doing it longer. But she has been tearing it up. I don't know. It's with the women, the sexy women on YouTube. People just like to watch them. I just don't have that type of sex appeal.
They got advantages. I'm sure Scarlett probably has a very sexy Southern drawl as well. So.
Oh, she's from Bama. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. I mean, I don't blame her. I've got that on my short list to watch some of her videos. I can't wait to hear what she sounds like, and you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if she ever, you know, trying to make a look at.
I don't know. I was trying to tell the other day. It looked like her avatar was a picture, but it was so small I couldn't really make it out very well. So.
Yeah. Well, you can go over to her YouTube channel and see that thing, you know, larger. Yeah, it did look like a bunch of gangsters at the, you know. Yeah, and I hate when they.
Yeah.
When you get all these titans of industry that were there today, and I almost cheered when Obama came sauntering in by himself because Michelle's too.
Oh, Big Mike wasn't there?
No, Mike said, yeah. You know what? I mean, see how brainwashing works? I still think he's a woman. Oh, Ajali.
He's a dude, man.
Because I'm a woman. I bring home the bacon, fried up in a pan, and never let you forget that you're a man. I'm a woman.
Michelle is a woman. She should have been the first female linebacker somewhere because that's a big girl.
Yeah, and you see the junk.
Well, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, you just look at her back and her shoulders and some of the fucking dresses she used to wear, and it looks like
AI. I'll tell you, like you tell me, it's AI.
Crazy crap.
That's AI. That's your go-to every time when you want to nuke the field. You just say, "Well, it's AI." I don't believe that. You're the most skeptical bird I know.
My job.
And that's paying you a compliment. So leave me alone.
I don't mind. I'm a skeptic at heart. That's prove me wrong.
We have some more birthdays. We didn't mention that Norman Mingo's birthday, heavenly birthday, to Alfred. He created Alfred E. Newman, definitive design artist and longtime Mad cover penciler.
Oh, okay.
Also, artist of the creator of Little Orphan Annie, iconic Howard Gray's birthday, heavenly birthday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Bill Griffith. Bill Griffith was San Francisco underground comics movement artist and Zippy the Pinhead creator.
Ah, okay. I knew
talked with him extensively on eBay.
Really? Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah. Keith. Wow, Keith Pollard. That's Keith
Keith
Pollard.
Pollard.
Keith Pollard's happy birthday to Black Cat co-creator, Ink Part Award winner, The Amazing Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Thor, Iron Man, Rampaging Hulk, Green Lantern, and Vigilante Penciler, Trailblazing Titan, clobbering Keith Pollard. I have never seen a picture of Keith Pollard, but I would not have thought Keith Pollard looked like this.
All right, you gonna show us?
I'm actually shocked.
Oh wow.
That's Keith
Yeah,
Pollard.
he doesn't look anything like I expected.
Yeah, I did not expect him to look. He could be in a crowd and say, "Hey, I'm Keith Pollard," and I go, "Yeah, okay."
I'm gonna have to take your word for it, sir.
I guess I'm going to take your word for it. Okay. Also, yesterday was Nightmare Scream and Psycho Penciler Sebastian Borda's birthday. Scott Williams' birthday yesterday. Uncanny X-Men, Batman, Wildcats, Superman, Punisher, Justice League, Iron Man, Gen 13 inker.
Yeah, remember Scott Williams back in the Image days.
Al Fago's birthday was yesterday. I know Al Fago, Fago Magazine's founder, Atomic Mouse, and Timmy the Timid Ghost. I know Elsie knows who that is. And yesterday, a man that I've met, Untold Origins of the Justice Society and other stuff that he's done, E-Man, the Huntress, the new Doom Patrol, and the Omega Men co-creator, All-Stars Comics, Superboy and Legion of Superheroes, Plastic Man, Green Lantern, Scooby-Doo. Do you know who that is, Shadowhawk?
Not right up in.
He created E-Man. That ought to tell you, for Charlton Comics. Co-creator. He was co-creator of the Huntress, co-creator of the new Doom Patrol, and co-creator of the Omega Men. He was drawing that in Green Lantern when they first made their first appearance.
Neil Adams?
I didn't know he did Scooby-Doo, but that makes sense to me. Joe Staten.
Joe Staten. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And this is
Makes
a picture of Joe Staten right there. I have met the man back in 1983, I believe. He was one of the first creators. He actually drew me a Clark Kent.
Oh, cool. Did you request a Clark Kent, or did he just?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I told him I thought he drew people better than he did superheroes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Well, I was like 19 at the time and full of oats, something like that.
Wow. I don't know if he liked you or not, Rex.
He took it very graciously. Also, the next day, they weren't there on the same day at that same convention. I got to meet Bob McLeod.
Oh, cool.
The 18th was Frank Quietly's birthday.
Right.
He did Judge Dredd magazine, New X-Men, All-Star Superman, which he's really known for, The Authority, Batman and Robin, and Jupiter Circle. But he also did a great Jonah Hex cover.
I think it was him that I heard the story about, that he had to actually, he changed his name because he was working like in Risque Comics before. That's why the name Quietly is like a pen name or whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of pen names out there.
Yeah,
Antonio.
I don't know how true the story is, but
Antonio Braha's birthday was the 17th. He was the creator of Spy versus Spy that was in certain books and Mad Magazine. I love Spy versus Spy.
He created it because whatchamacallit was drew it for years and years.
Creator. It says creator. So who am I to question?
But Sergio Agronis was the guy who drew him, no?
No. Don't think so. Was it?
I'm
Somebody
pretty
tell
sure.
me out in the chat. Confirm that.
Thought that was Sergio. I could be wrong.
He did a lot of other things. I don't think Sergio did Spy versus Spy. He may at one time
Oh
done
wait,
some.
no. Yeah, no, I'm mixing that up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He did all the little things out in the
Yeah, he
gutters.
was doing the little
In Plot magazine, he's featured quite
yeah,
heavily.
and
Drew the Wanderer, creator.
the gutter comics. Yeah.
Yeah, and also some animation, or some of his stuff was animated on America's Funniest Home Videos. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
Mhm.
about that. He was doing like little commercial breaks and stuff for them, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah, right before they went to commercial.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Remember that? That was on Saturday. January 16th was Garth Ennis's birthday.
Yeah, I like Garth Ennis.
Preacher, Saint of Killers, Hitman, The Boys, Goddess, and Just a Pilgrim co-creator. Hellblazer, Judge Dredd, The Punisher, Unknown Soldier, and The Darkness.
Yep.
Yeah, he's worked on quite a bit of different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We're
he had
behind on the birthdays because I haven't been on the right account,
Yeah.
Uh,
I forgot about that. Garth had a pretty good little run on the Darkness with
Hello, Darkness.
frick. Who's the big tall guy? Mark Silvestri.
Yeah, Mark Silvestri, the artist. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was a Darkness Ace edition that came out with the Aztec cover. That's
No,
nice.
I didn't.
Yeah. You got to get into them. Those are nice books. Very
There's a lot
rare.
of stuff that came out when I was not collecting, Rex. I was out for damn near 20 years.
Well, these came when you were collecting in the 90s, kind of mid 90s to the end into the 2000s. So it ran for a while. But now they were very rare. You had to order 100 Wizard magazines to get one of those.
Right. Yeah. And at that point, I was winding down on my collecting, so I wouldn't have been.
Mid 90s, you were winding down? Okay.
Yeah, like from about 97 or so, I started just like, all the crossovers and everything else was just getting to be too much.
Well, $50 used to get you quite a bit of stack back in the day, in your hands. I would leave with a big stack of comics, and then it kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller as the price went up.
Yeah. Well, my pull list in the 90s was like 40 or 50 books every.
Oh yeah, you were like
I was dropping ridiculous amounts of money at the fucking comic store, and
I would like to say I've never done that before, but I can.
But that was just the book, dude. I was buying statues, posters, and holofoil.
My file was a long box at one time. It was growing out of control. Especially since I only got paid like $5 an hour. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The 14th was Scott Snyder's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Harvey Eagle and Multi-Eisner Award winner, American Vampire Witches co-creator. He worked on Batman, Iron Man Noir, I guess that is. I haven't seen that. Superman Unchained. We're going to unloose those chains. And if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I just had to throw that in there. Detective Comics.
Chains. They want to put you all back in kryptonite chains.
Put you back in chains, right. Republicans will. So I guess for blacks, there is no hope for the next 4 years, I guess. We'll see.
Oh.
And according to the Democrats, Jewish people as well, even though there's Jewish people in his family. I've never quite understood that one, but Hell Hydra anyway.
Yeah. Those are they're just a beard.
A beard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Early on, there was this. It's The Dentist by W.C. Fields. You could probably watch it on YouTube or Tubi or something for free. Called The Dentist, about a 15-minute short. Early on they did for the theaters these little short 15-minute things, right?
Right.
For especially the comedians. and he plays a dentist, and this Jewish guy comes in with this very thick beard. Obviously, it's a wig type beard, right? It's not the guy's actually wearing a beard that you know, and
Right.
he can't find, and he's the dentist, and he's saying he's got a stethoscope out, and he's probing the beard, saying, "Say ah, 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 ah," where he finally finds the mouth.
Good Lord.
Yeah, the beard was so thick and woolly, he couldn't find his mouth. It was a
That's
good
gonna
little
make it
bit.
hard to eat.
Yeah, really, when it gets that thick, but then you can wear it around, Scott Snyder, Scott Snyder. See when I get hurry and it just kind of gleans over the tonsils. Scott Snyder also did Swamp Thing, Justice League, and Dark Knight's Metal.
Oh, cool. All right.
I didn't
Still
much
don't
like that
don't
metal
know.
stuff. You don't know Scott Snyder?
No. No.
He worked on American Vampire and Witches,
Was
co-creator.
he artist or driver? Writer.
Driver.
Gotcha.
See, you do it too.
Why did I say driver? What the fuck?
I got you doing it. It's contagious.
My brain is sorry about that. I was either artist or the writer.
Also this month, heavenly birthday to Captain America, the Patriot, Blonde Phantom, The Young Allies, Crime and Justice, and Tales of the Mysterious Traveler. And that last one we'll talk about here in a second. He's a penciler, inkler, Vince Alascia.
All right, LZ, you out, buddy? Have a good night.
Alascia. Just sound it out. Tales of the Mysterious Traveler, Steve Ditko. Probably drew all those in the 50s.
Oh, okay. Wasn't trying to rush you out, but
and he was kind of like a Phantom Strange type character, with the hat and the coat and everything.
Reminds me of someone in the Rexiverse.
Rudy Nebreeze, which is loved, by a lot of people. Doctor Strange, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, John Carter, Warlord of Mars, Creepy, Vampirella, the Rook, and Armor penciler Rudy Nebreeze.
Oh, yeah. I like his stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's a picture of Rudy.
What up, Rude? Yeah, he did
I remember he first came on my radar because he was doing some inking, I believe, or drawing with the Red Circle stuff in the early 80s. I think I was aware of it before then, but I got all that Red Circle stuff at the beginning.
I think I first saw him when he was doing his Warlord stuff.
He might have done some inking on a loved comic, Aztec Ace, too. I'm not sure about that. He did some Charlton stuff for sure.
Well, they said penciler, but from what I remember, I thought I remembered him seeing inking on a lot of stuff.
He did inking. He did inking.
Okay.
Yeah, he did pencils and inks. Yeah. But yeah, I saw more of his inks than I did pencils.
Yeah, because I remember seeing him more in the credits as an inker.
His birthday was January 14th. And John Taglione. Am I saying that right?
Taglione.
There we go. Now he is an inker. Sergeant Fury in the Howling Commandos, Daredevil, and Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. back in the 60s. But now I think he also inked maybe some of the issues of Savage She-Hulk as well.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I've seen him on different things.
Mm.
Did you know that there was a Girls Commando? Harvey Comics came out of it. In Speed Comics number 35, you had the Girl Commandos.
Girl Commandos? Really?
Look at that here.
Never heard of that.
Commandos. Nazi bastards.
Of course.
Yeah. Notice I didn't say German bastards.
It
not
was
all
43 Mataharis. Okay.
Here we are being controversial again. Well, it happens.
Yeah, what else? It's what we do.
Yeah, what else? What else is new?
Controversy, schmontroversy. We're not scared.
Black Cat Girl Commandos, Pat Parker, War Nurse, Kit West, Blonde Bomber, and the Twinkie Twins, Penciler,
The Twinkie
Elgin.
Twins.
Jill Elgin's birthday was the 13th. One of the few female artists within comics at that time.
The Twinkie Twins. That's fun.
Twinkie Twins. Yeah, there's definitely, maybe she was the hostess with the mostest, you know.
Could be.
There were some titles that you couldn't get away with today. And just for the fun of it, have you ever wondered what a Steve Rude storm would look like? There's a Steve Rude storm. I love that she uses the classic Dave Cockrum cover.
Yeah, he's got the old, the original Aurora.
I don't think they should
I can never say her name correctly. Aurora suit. God damn, that name is hard to say.
If I don't know how to pronounce it, I just kind of glaze over it when I'm reading.
I'm just going to call her Oreo because that's what she kind of looks
like. Okay. A mixture of black and white. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And she looks tasty. So.
Oh my gosh. How about this one? I throw this out to poke at Risey because he's Team Raven. Well, here's some Sunfire for you.
Sunfire is awesome too. I like Raven, but yeah, she's a little dark. Sunfire.
Well, I always, if you think about it, New Teen Titans was kind of a romance comic because her and Dick Grayson had something going on all the time, and then also Kid Flash. With, Diana Troy, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was trying to get with Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl. Yeah. Alex Ross did this piece. Not that you asked me.
Eventually, at some point, dude, they got whatchamacallit, Beast Boy and Raven got together too. So it was kind of a total soap opera going on there.
Yeah, and if you can marry someone whose father is Trigon, or was it Raven and Kid Flash?
No, Kid Flash was Wonder Girl. Yeah.
So I guess they were all hooking up in the New Teen Titans.
Like not all at once. It was kind of like
Marv Wolfman for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept that romance element in that, though, the dynamic of
that was a fun title though, man. And it always usually had a good artist working on it.
George Perez. Come on now.
They didn't throw the third string guys on that book.
This piece does not scream Alex Ross to me though, but it's very nice.
It's beautiful, but no, I wouldn't have said Alex right off the bat.
Yeah, maybe it's because she's alien. I don't know.
Well, and she's actually the right color now too. There's somehow or another, she's another one who got race swapped when they did the movies and stuff recently.
Oh gosh! Yeah.
Instead of because she's supposed to be kind of like a golden orange, right? I mean, that's how she's always looked.
Right.
All of a sudden, that they couldn't figure that out, so they had to go with a black girl. Okay.
African American, right?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? You guys can't figure out the makeup, really?
You know who could have played her back in the day? Sophia Loren.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that
mama.
Nice Italian look with the big hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She had the hair for it too.
I liked her character. She made an appearance. Her first appearance was in that 16-page preview, right?
You called it Sunfire. It's Starfire.
Starfire. What'd I say?
You said Sunfire. That's the little Japanese guy from the X-Men.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, a battle between her and Sunfire. Come on now. I'd buy
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Huh?
I,
If Marvel and DC were, I mean, if they were really serious about selling some books, they would start swapping, having a Marvel DC team up book
well, dude, when they did,
and
what
have
was
a new
the
character in each issue.
the Amalgam universe? That was
That's
like
something
right.
totally different. But just go with me on this. If you could actually,
Just saying that
put,
sold very well for him. That's all.
yeah, if you could have like Green Lantern team up or even versus fight some other Marvel character, how interesting would that be? Bone says Sunfire was also a car from Pontiac.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
little
And there was a
piece of
Firebird as
stuff.
well. Just saying.
Yeah, Firebirds were not too bad.
And
Sunfire was a little
who made the Firebird? Who made the
Pontiac.
Firebird? Pontiac. Okay.
Yeah, the Firebird was the base model for the Trans Am Rex, for like Smokey and the Bandit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then they had
Here is an artist who's
and
worked.
Pontiac also made a Phoenix, a little economy car that hardly anybody remembers.
Oh, Phoenix. Yeah, I remember Phoenix. Yeah. Here's an artist who's at least done one cover for a CG
Hey, Bo.
indie project for
Okay.
Skits. He was the #1 artist that Skits wanted to do on his first book for a variant cover. Kent Williams. He did the painted Havoc and Wolverine Meltdown miniseries.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that?
dude, that's serious. Yeah, that's a nice. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yellow
I think
Kid
that was
award winner.
back in those days, dude. That was like probably one of the first comic series I got that was all painted. You
Mhm.
know, because you didn't get that very often back then. But yeah, I was blown away. I like that.
I wish somebody would solicit him for another cover. Maybe I'll get him to do me something.
Ooh,
I'll probably have to
yeah.
talk to Skits. He might, charge about $3,000 to do a cover, but
Well, hell, you might as well just buy Skits then. He'll probably charge you around that.
Skits 1, yeah. It was a wonderful cover too.
Oh, dude. Well, Skits is no slouch either, dude. He's got a crazy art style. I love his stuff.
And for you Sam Keith and black and white fans out there, Wolverine and Venom.
Yeah, you can totally see the Sam Keith vibe there, can't you?
You can see a little bit of Max in that, He worked on the
Mhm.
Max. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who Sam.
Jason Bascom worships at his feet, loves Sam
Yeah.
Keith. And
Oh, I love
don't
Sam
blame
Keith too, dude. Yeah, the Max was one of my favorite characters.
Well, it was Sam Keith's birthday on January 11th. The Max Zero Girl. Did you ever created Zero Girl? No.
I don't know if I've seen Zero Girl or not.
The Modern Age Sandman co-creator. Marvel Comics presents Penciler. I remember that. He did a lot of covers.
Yeah, he did a run on that for a while.
There's even some that are flip covers where he did 2 covers.
Mm-hmm.
At least one issue I've seen has 2 Sam Keith covers on it.
Oh, dude, I just saw some, like a couple weeks ago. I was putting some stuff away or moving stuff around, and I came across some of those. Because it's the Marvel Comics Presents, and on the one side it was Wolverine, and the other side was Ghost Rider, and then a couple of months it was Wolverine and Ghost Rider like fucking with each other, like almost like playing around on the front and back flip covers. So yeah, he was having a lot of fun those days.
I have not watched a lot of that MTV cartoon, but yeah, it was pretty good. The Max cartoon.
Oh, dude, the cartoon was good. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Was it better than HBO Spawn?
HBO Spawn, the animated one, was actually pretty good.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know if the Max was better. I think the story might have been a little better.
You've been putting your collection in alphabetical order. How's that coming?
Pretty good. I mean,
Okay.
I've done that like for years with my collection, but it's the stuff I was doing recently was just all my CG stuff because I haven't really gone through and organized all the
Oh yeah,
CG
you needed
projects.
to do that because you got a new show about a month
Exactly.
old on your channel.
But all my mainstream books, all the image stuff from back in the day before I quit collecting back in 2000, all that stuff's already alphabetized and organized and cataloged.
Hey, if this channel's taught you anything, it's number your shows.
Yes, that's a good idea. I
Yeah,
like that.
number your shows. I think you've done 4 of them at this point, right?
Yep. I've
Yeah.
done 4
So
high noons with Shadowhawk Talks. This Saturday will be number 5, and
you,
we will be reviewing Age of End from Shadow Planet Studios.
do you have it there handy where we can take a look at it? I've not even heard of that project.
No spoilers for you, mister.
Okay. All right. Can't even show us the cover. Okay.
Alright, I'll show you part of the cover because it's got a big fat ass bookmark in there too. So it's taking up
Oh,
half the cover right
wait. Now hold it up there for a while. Oh, shoot. That's Tim Tyler's book.
there. Yes,
Did he
Tim
sign it?
Tyler.
Did he sign it?
Hold on. Shit. God dang it. I messed up
Show
my
him the
thing.
distressing on the cover. He did something pretty neat on
Yeah, he
that.
did some cool stuff on there. I
It
don't
looks
know if
printed. I don't know if
that
that's
was, yeah, that's printed, I think, but that's on
I,
the bookmark. Hold on, let me
yeah.
pull it out. Jesus.
Yeah, you've been fortunate to back some of his stuff. He's got more campaigns on Fun My Con than anybody. Tim Tyler, great
Yeah,
90s artist. And I love the distressing. Look at
oops,
that.
there
It's
it is.
got
Yeah,
splotches on it.
yeah, it looks like coffee spilled all over it and shit. But again,
What's that? Is it a detached cover? Because you've got the bottom and the top. Shadow Planet? Is that his?
yeah, Shadow Planet
Okay.
is apparently his company.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got like it looks like there's holes in it and there's a
Yeah,
newspaper
like Bug Chew.
underneath it or something.
Uh, it looks
It's
like an interesting book.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be going through that one this Saturday. Oh
So
yeah, look at he
cool.
even
Look at
did the
that. The
yeah
old
he even
classic ad. Look at that.
but he
Wow.
even put all the distressing and stuff on the back too.
If you
So
do something like
look,
that,
it looks like it's even got a cutout coupon.
face it,
in it.
if you saw this turned around like this in somebody's house, you'd want to throw it away without really looking
Yeah,
and
you'd
not
be
know
like,
that
wow,
that's
what the
printed. You're like, that's a diseased book, needs moldy, needs to be thrown away, right?
looks like a cat peed on that thing.
Well, probably did, yeah.
But yeah, I think this big it's I mean it's a cool oversized bookmark here. Let me show you this thing too. Yeah, I think it's printed. It's not an actual signature. But
extra
yeah, so
wide girthiness there.
yeah, dude, that thing's like I don't know, 2.5 inches wide.
See, it's printed name on there again.
Yeah.
What about the
Well,
back of it? Is it
that
double printed?
wasn't. Nah, there's nothing.
Oh, it's just blank. That's a waste of space.
Yeah, you would think you could have done both.
Yeah,
but
I love your giant donut, by the way, pillow.
Oh, that's Daisy's.
Oh, I knew it was. Now it's not big enough for her to really lay in, but she probably
No, she uses it as a head pillow, and she likes to carry it around and play with it and chase it.
and be proud of it. Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
sprinkles.
it's got like 3 squeakers in it, so she can always find a squeak.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I've not seen one of those.
Yeah, she likes to find the squeaker, and then when she finds it, she does the head shake. Like, I kill you.
Yeah, that's what Abby does with her squeaky bone. To get back to Sam Keith, he did a book. I remember this. Do you remember the indie book from the early 80s that ran through the 80s, Critters?
No, I don't remember that.
No. Do you remember the Wolverine Hulk that he did, which was
Yep,
kind of
I
a
remember.
one shot?
Yeah,
Yeah. He
I
also worked on Batman Confidential. I picked up a few of those.
I got that one. Batman Confidential. I don't know if I got any of those.
That's a newer one. You may not have been collecting them.
Okay, yeah, no, then I wouldn't have got those.
January 11th was Starman co-creator's heavenly birthday, and he Superman penciler, Jack Burnley.
Hmm.
You may or may not be
I
familiar
don't
with
know
him.
his name. Yeah.
Rip Hunter, Time Master, I guess, and Mira and Mark Merlin, co-creator Jack Miller's birthday. You would see in early DC stuff a Mike Merlin book, I think, or maybe it's Mike Miller. Maybe I'm getting things mixed up. I don't know. Ken Ernst, newspaper strip artist, did Mary Worth. Was his heavenly birthday on the 10th. Like I said, I'm behind all this month on birthday.
I'm getting ready to go up, freeze, and have a cigarette, so I may break up. Let me know if we start to echo, and I'll pop up.
Okay.
Come back.
Bob Luber's birthday, heavenly birthday on January 10th. He was the creator of Robin Malone and worked on Tarzan, Secret Agent X9, Rusty Riley, Big Ben Bolt, and Long Sam, comic strip artist, and The Arrow, Captain Wing's Firehair, which was a Western, Camilla, and Liberty Scouts penciler. Good girl art master. So he was a good girl. Bob Lubbers was his name.
Okay. Nothing wrong with the good girl stuff. I like the bad girls, but the good girls are okay too.
Happy heavenly birthday to.
Oh, my eyeballs just iced over.
Well, it does that when you go into,
Yeah, you ever
freezing
feel
weather.
that where you're like
Oh, yeah.
the moisture on the surface of your eyes just like
Can
turns
give
into
you-
a film of ice for a second? It's like
Can give you headaches, instant headache.
It can, yeah.
Like brain freeze.
Dude, I had that happen this morning walking out for lunch. I was going to sit in my car, and by the time I made it to the car and sat down and started warming up the motor and shit, I had like a headache right behind my left eye. You know, you ever get one like right behind your eye?
Oh yeah, you got ocular pressure of the eye.
Something, but
Something
I'm
like
telling you,
Yeah.
it was so cold today, man. It was like, oh, fuck. I'm not built for this anymore, man. I'm moving south again as soon as possible.
We hope you do. Dick Briefer's birthday was on January 9th, heavenly birthday. He did he's the Target creator back in the Golden Age. He worked on Hunchback of the Notre Dame, Frankenstein, Flint Baker, and Rex Dexter of Mars. And he also the Wizard of Wit, it says. Here is his Frankenstein from Prize Comics, 1952.
Ooh, let's see.
You remember this iteration of Frankenstein in Prize?
No.
Okay, it was pretty neat.
It looks very very much like a kind of a Hulk ripoff.
Yeah, but it's pre-Hulk, so you can't.
I know
say that.
it's which is I mean, but it very Hulk-like.
His, the character, not necessarily his style, but his character reminds me of Michael Plug, another great artist.
Yeah, I know who Mike Plug is. But okay, yeah, I can see that, I guess. Plug had he had a pretty good run on the Punisher, didn't he, Mike Plug? Yeah, he used to do Punisher for a while.
Mike Plug did
pretty
Punisher.
Sure, wasn't he doing Punisher for a while?
You thinking Mike Zeck? Mike Zeck?
Maybe I'm thinking of Zeck. What was Plug doing? What was his
Plug did like the early appearances of Frankenstein Monster, Werewolf by Night,
Oh, that, yeah. Okay.
Ghost Rider. He had
Okay,
that
yeah.
sort of cartoony look,
Yeah, I was getting confused with that.
and he's still alive and still creating today. By the way,
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
yeah. Chick Young's birthday was January 9th. He did Dumb Dora, Beautiful Babes, and Blondie creator. Blondie was by far Young's greatest achievement.
Oh, the comic strip?
Yeah, a humongous success. The strip inspired movies, a radio program, comics, and a television show.
Oh, dude, his family is probably still living off the residuals that he made on that.
Yeah, because he was the creator and remained,
Well, he did that
was,
strip for years, dude. And then when he got old, he like handed it off to an apprentice or something. I think he kept writing it, but he let somebody else take over drawing for him.
Chelsea Award, happy birthday on January 9th to Chelsea Award winner and international acclaimed fantasy artist Boris Vallejo. Here is his Tales of the Zombie 1 cover from 1973 by Marvel Comics.
Yeah, dude, I had a bass back in the day that I named Boris.
It's all about the bass, no trouble.
Well, I had a full it was like a card set, but they were all stickers. It was all Boris work. So
Waffle House is still holding strong.
Anyway, so I cut out all the little individual stickers with an X-Acto knife, and then applied them to my face, and then clear coated it. So like the whole thing was just all Boris Vallejo art. It was cool.
Here's a picture of him. I don't know if this is a recent picture, probably a back in the day picture, but there he is. Didn't Boris do some famous monster covers?
Oh yeah, he's done tons of stuff.
Yeah. Or is that a different Boris?
No, yeah, he did some monsters. He did album covers for some rock bands back in the day.
Oh, I imagine he did. They used
he
some
did
of Frank Frazetta
he
stuff too,
he
right?
was the dude that what's her name? Julie? She's another painter. She does like really hot women, like barbarian girls and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
but
I know who you're talking about.
Vaguely. Yeah, she ended up hooking up with Boris just because she wanted to learn how to paint like he did. So she actually married him and shit, and then like 5 years in was like, okay, I've learned everything I need, and then they split up.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it turns out she was playing for the other team the whole time.
The founder of the company that would later become DC Comics, National Allied Publication. Happy heavenly birthday to Major Malcolm Willard Nicholson. His birthday was on the 7th.
All right, that name just sounds made up.
This man right there basically gave the start to DC Comics. A legend in the field just for doing that.
Oh, Rex, this just in. It's going to be bone chilling the next few days, wherever bone is.
Why do I even put up with this? We are not getting that much snow. Just the roads will be icy. Ooh, hate that ice. Detective Comics. Yep.
Yeah, we're not supposed to get snow. It's just cold.
National Comics. But Major Allied Publications apparently, became National Comics, and they've always kind of went by the DC stuff, which was kind of like for the DC Comics. Jay Lynch's birthday. Here's an example of his work. He Nard and Pat creator, Banjo Funny's co-creator. He did Crack. He was a Crack magazine for Marvel, contributor. Okay. Garbage Pail Kids and Wacky Packs. Yeah.
All right.
Bazooka Joe artist for the gum.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Underground Comics.
Not that impressive, but okay.
Well, they're not that impressive, but you do a whole strip on one piece of, you know, sort of a one scene. Here's one of his pieces right there. That's a trip, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
They always got to put the drip in the nose. I don't know why.
Now all the cocaine. I think.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's alluding to, you know, put it up your nose, yeah.
Yeah, something.
But yeah, he's done a lot of things, and then I think I'm down to where January 7th, Carl Kessel's birthday. He did acclaimed Daredevil, Harley Quinn, and Hawk and Dove Rider, and Superman, and Legends inker. I remember Carl Kessel's inks. He did a lot of inks.
Okay. And let us not forget Mama Hawk's birthday to this month on the 31st, the last day of January.
Oh, let me write that down. I need to transcribe this stuff over to the new calendar, the kitten calendar.
I found her something so cool, man. I can't wait for her to see this thing. She's gonna lose her shit.
I don't have a pen. It's okay. Oh,
I will post pictures on the 1st.
But of course, the day is Martin Luther King. Not necessarily his birthday. His birthday,
dude.
I
forgot about that until lunchtime today. I didn't even hear a thing about it.
Yeah, don't try and go to the post office or the bank; they'll be closed.
Yeah, but it was all about the inauguration. Everything I heard, everything I saw. It was like lunchtime, maybe a little after. By the time I heard it, like, oh yeah, by the way, it's Martin Luther King Day. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Mm-hmm. I want to show you some Fantastic Four Ditko boxes that were done by John Byrne.
Well, how can they be Ditko boxes? Dun dun dun. No, I'm just fucking.
I'll give up.
I know what you mean.
I love that he brought back the original Lumpy thing, but I think this is brilliant. That what diversity you can get with these little bit of spice. I mean, look, he did different things. Scary. He did a different thing, a different member. Of course, they would do that in the old Fantastic Four as well.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't forget about the Ditko box, and he used it very creatively for every issue.
They're all cool. And I like that he featured each one of the 4 and then did like 4 more in a row with all 4.
Yeah.
So yeah,
look at 250. They're all in there for issue 250. Yeah.
He was having some fun with it, right?
Yeah, look at that. I mean, this was a dream of a lifetime for him. Fantastic Four #5, the first appearance of Dr. Doom, was his first comic book. So,
that Human Torch there on 256 is awesome, dude. In the box there, I love it.
Wait, there is no 256.
Whatever the one that's hanging off the page there is, you can't see the number on. I'm assuming it's 256, whatever it is.
You mean the last one with the Human Torch?
Yeah, where it's got the Human Torch on it. You can only see like half of it. Oh, okay, half of it.
But you're looking very small at it, so yeah, it's forgivable. But I mean, it really transformed. See, you got the blocky thing later on, but very early on, he created him lumpy.
He's a little lumpier.
They reverted him back to his lumpy self, which I thought was great. And so he's all lumpy in these, starting with 240 and running through 244. So not for a short time. But I loved his inking of that actually inspired a character called Oak of mine, which we will be seeing probably in the Devil Flyer book. I can't leave him out.
Cool.
Oak and his girlfriend Almond and Willow, and they're Redwood. There's all the characters are named after.
It don't matter because I'm sure you can use it, but there is an Oak character out there.
Oh yeah,
like a living tree.
Yeah. Today is another big day for another reason. On January 20th, 1930. Now that's going back there, right? 1930. I mean,
Uh,
sound pictures were just coming in, right? Um, the first radio broadcast of the Lone Ranger is heard in WXYZ, Detroit.
an almighty hi-ho silver.
Away! They also did like Green Lantern and Sergeant Preston. Sergeant Preston and his dog were actually in those old 50s Dell comic books and stuff. You know, different. He was a mounted police character
Oh,
up
he
in
was
Canada.
mounted by something.
Oh, a camel, maybe a runaway camel, or the
Oh,
one hump or two. Oh, fan art, a Devil Flyer by me, Omer Glitz, Devil Flyer created by Devil Momentum. Go get his comic here. Throwing a little advertisement away while showing an older piece of his artwork.
yeah, there you go. Awesome.
Uncolored black and white, the way it originally was for a long time. He just got around to coloring that either the end of last year or the start of this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did just color this one, didn't he?
Del A, I'm listening to Sergeant Preston. I listened to Sergeant Preston on the radio.
Oh, cool.
Dale says.
I don't remember Sergeant Preston. I must have missed that one.
Well, I know I have some of the Dell comics. I kind of like that on the radio and everything.
Yeah.
Check out Dell's content over on his channel. He has 3 videos up, 12 subscribers. So we need to show him some love and subscribe to his channel. He talks about Earthbound 2 by Norwal Review, Earthbound by Norwal Reveal, the first one, and Foreign Agent of Norwal Review. So apparently he likes Norwal stuff.
Yeah. Foreign Agent was really good. I like that.
Yeah.
So
I'm
other
gonna drop
than that, I mean, I've given Narwhal stuff quite a few tries.
Yeah, I
It's
like
still,
it. I haven't
it's
bought
still
any
only
of
that
it.
first one, the Foreign Agent one, that I really liked. I mean, that was a fun
Was that
read.
with the big dirigible on the cover?
Foreign Agent?
hmm
Mm,
Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
thinking of Sweet Cast, one early thing that he did. There, Dale. There's your wrench, by the way. Wear it in good health.
yeah, I don't remember there being a dirigible or a Zeppelin or anything on the cover of it.
Zeppelin.
But it
Yeah,
could,
there was a Zeppelin in.
it could have been a variant. I don't know.
Okay. Sword and Chivalry #1. There you go, and you can get a free copy of that as well. Did you get a free copy of that, Howder, or was it offered internationally? Because you're up in Canada.
Who's doing
You're
that?
welcome, sir. You're welcome.
I heard something about it earlier. Somebody mentioned it, but I didn't hear the name of the creator. Is that Halder's book? No. Oh, Dale A. Oh, well, hail Dale. Oh,
Yeah, Dale A.
Okay. Awesome.
And here's his channel there, YouTube channel.
Cool.
Not a lot of content up there, but growing. You know,
Congrats, Dale.
Dale, did you buy any of like his Nosferatu book or some of his other stuff besides the one that we aforementioned, which I can't remember?
Foreign Agent and what was the other one?
Oh, you got your copy. Good. Yeah. I announced this on my earlier stream today, Shadowhawk, and Dan Pleagle put this up a while. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, is that way old? Says posted June 9th, 2021.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, yeah, he said he had to relaunch the pre-launch page. It accidentally lapsed and lost the email list.
Oh, shit.
Waited too long to download it. Please sign up and back up again. So, yeah, there was a little snafu at the beginning of that. And I also reported, Larry Hama?
Hama? Yeah.
Yeah. He did G.I. Joe comic book. That's where I kind of know him from, and a few other things in comics. He was in an episode of MASH in 1976.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Here he is with, this is him on the left with Robert Ito on the right.
Dude, he's making bank right now. Did you see that hardcover collection that they put out?
The G.I. Joe stuff?
Yeah.
I hope he got a good payday.
Crazy. Oh,
that's
he's got to be
beautiful.
making
5 different volumes, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're all beautiful.
That's got some Mike Zeckard in it.
Crazy ass Mange Davis got one the other day. I think it was. He was showing it up. But yeah, it looks really nice.
All right,
I'm not a huge G.I. Joe
guy. Tribute. We got to do a little tribute today.
In the proud spirit of America, and in the proud spirit of our great country,
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen.
Okay, hopefully that won't get us struck because of the music.
No,
I don't know. That might have been enough.
I don't know if you played enough of it or not.
Never play AC/DC.
Yeah, and they're good for striking you.
Yeah, but I love that, ramp up song. If you want to get it, let me in, Doc says. Let me in. Okay, Doc. I'll send you the
dark and scary back there. What up, Doc?
He's not back there. He's not back there yet, but I will send you the link over on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have a link first, you goofball.
Yeah, I never. So he's just saying, "Let me in." Send me a link, because I haven't done it yet. And he wants to talk about America. Probably
America.
What a great day it is in American history today. All right, there you go, Doc. Your link has been sent on X.
I'm gonna hang out.
Huh? What?
I'm gonna hang out for a minute and say hi to Doc, but we're already starting to echo again, so I'm gonna bail here. It's been 2 hours.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I can see my
a little bit, a tinge.
Yeah,
a tiny little nothing.
It'll just give
on my shoulder. Welcome to the show, Doc.
Whoa! One more time, I say, whoa!
Hell yeah!
The boys are back in town.
Hell yeah!
The boys are back. The boys.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. And it was a long road getting there.
Oh, Daddy's home, and the rats are leaving the ship. Boy, they're fucking already running. I saw a thing earlier that they're already self-deporting, dude. They're like so fucking worried about shit that they're just fucking going, we're out.
Yep. Peace out, Obigo. Got to go.
Thank you for the last 4 years. I got to go now.
It is cold in my studio, and the heat is on.
Oh, hello? Bro, it's what's it by you, Doc?
It's below freezing. I don't know beyond that.
Oh, okay. I'm at like 6, I think. 6 above.
I would jump in front of a bus. I'd get shattered like an ice.
It feels like it.
Hello, how dear. Hello, Scarlet Fever. Hello, Carrie, darling. Scarlet Fever. Do I know you?
Darling. Yeah.
Scarlet's a little bit new, I think.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She's been
around for a couple years on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was telling Rex earlier, I walked outside to smoke a cigarette and I felt the moisture on my eyeballs freeze. It just...
I went outside and I farted while I was out there. And
the gas just froze into a bubble right there.
The cause of global warming, folks. Just saying.
I was doing my part to warm things up.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure all the weathermen appreciate it.
It just fell right down, went down Doc's pant leg and skittered off.
It clunked to the ground. Thunk. And you know, my neighbor said, "What's that?" I said, "It's a fart."
If we could find a use for methane.
Wait till spring.
Hey, baby. My baby's wondering what's going on with me.
It's how cold is it in Arkansas, Rex?
I'm not really sure. Elsie said it was 20 there, so it's probably at least 20 here.
Whew.
Now, see, if Rex really wanted to pull off being a Southerner, he would have said, "Well, I tell you, Doc, it's colder than damn it, well digger's ass."
Okay, I never met a well digger, but sure.
It's a nice warm glass of hot collard juice will solve
They
it
said
all.
it was going to be 15 yesterday. I think it got down to 12, Doc.
Yeah, we're getting down there tonight.
Yeah, unless I let Abby out and back in, I ain't going outside. Sorry, I ain't gonna do it. Ain't.
It was cold this morning, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, going to work, dude. It was fucking terrible.
Hey, Bone, what's up, buddy?
I drove, what, 35, about 40 minutes. Traffic was nice today, so I got a nice smooth shot.
Oh, how dare you. 20 would be nice. It's negative 20 right now. See,
it took an extra 10 minutes after I pulled into my parking lot at work for my windows to fully defrost.
Yeah.
Because while I was moving, the glass was just too cold.
And you have to do that every day.
Oh, dude, it was horrible.
But it's morning in America again.
Yes, and it's a good day. Trump made it alive. He's in day one. He's already getting shit done.
I was nervous that Trump and JD Vance were sitting there side by side. They should have had Vance off at a separate location in case something happened.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that would have been the smart
I
thing.
saw when they were all kind of filing in. Don't you think that he probably had the swearing in at the Capitol because of January 6th debacle?
I don't know, and I don't care. I really don't. As long as he got sworn in, they could have sworn him in at Mar-a-Lago. They could have sworn him in at Taco Bell.
That's what I'm saying, but it's at the Capitol, and that's probably part of the request of the president, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's up to him.
I'm glad that he's sticking it to them on the very first day. I love it.
I just love the border is closed.
How about all those pardons, Doc, of Fauci and everybody by the former president?
If you did nothing wrong, if you didn't do anything wrong, you don't need a pardon, do you?
Exactly.
Well, there you go. Yeah. That's tantamount to an admission. Although there's enough evidence out there.
That's the crazy shit about pardons I've never understood. It's like a preemptive get out of jail free card.
Yeah,
it's like I already know you fucked up, but we're just gonna forgive you anyway. Now
and there were family members, right? This time, which is kind of real shady.
But if they do something after this point, can they still be prosecuted, or are you forever?
They can still be prosecuted even though they have a pardon.
Okay, because I don't really understand how all that crap works.
A lot of people don't know this, but the president can say we have a finding. A finding means whatever the hell the president wants it to mean. The finding means there's an exemption to this because blah 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 blah, and so they can still go get them. And
okay, cool.
Should.
Yeah, but you want to do 4 years of that and deal with all that along with trying to turn things around? I don't know.
Trump's good at multitasking.
All Trump's got to do is put the right fucking bulldog on the trail, and then move along to other things.
I would say if I have one criticism of Trump's first term, his picker was broke. He picked some bad people.
He didn't know what he was getting into, right?
Okay. I mean,
he's got a much better.
everybody has an idea of what you're walking into, but until
I
you're
agree.
in there, I don't think the reality.
I do agree. I love that his former vice president can't be elected a dog catcher at this point. Traitor to this country.
No, dude, that motherfucker, he can't even show his face in Indiana. He goes out anywhere in public.
Yeah.
I'm happy that, and this I think everyone will
Oh, yeah,
echo
dude,
this
my
sentiment.
fellow Hoosiers have been giving that motherfucker shit for the last 4 years.
Good. He deserves it.
This is a hard one to say and to swallow, but if we think about it, it's a blessing that 2020 was stolen, because it gave Trump time to observe, to watch, for America to see how terrible.
Justice delayed is still justice.
That's correct.
Yes.
And at the same time, they were still trying to prosecute him every way possible just to prevent him from being able to run. You know, and nothing worked, and everybody got to watch it.
But look,
you should be very happy today, Doc. Not only do you get a new president, but is Tom Baker the definitive Doctor Who for a lot of people? 91st birthday today.
The lawfare stops. The weaponization of the DOJ against American citizens is over. The social experimenting with our military is over. The border is closed.
270,000 extra IRS agents are going to be taken back off the payroll. Yeah.
DEI is out.
I'm glad that died. Believe me.
Yeah.
And
gas
maybe
prices
we'll build
are going
up
to go
the
back
oil
down. You watch,
reserves again.
I guarantee you, gas prices go down real quick.
Hey, did we dodge a bullet with Taiwan or what, Doc?
Yeah, I don't. China is a paper tiger. I've been saying it for years.
Yeah, but they did take Hong Kong in Trump's first term.
No, it was given back.
Yeah, they didn't take shit.
It was part of a.
They didn't take anything. It was yeah,
nobody
it was
moved. Nobody moved when Trump was in office. They were like,
it was already a treaty, right? It was at a certain amount of time. Britain had to give it back. That was just.
Well, I thought that was 1999.
It was, and China allowed them to continue to operate independently, and then they just decided
right. And then they finally decided to enforce it.
Put the kibosh on it when time it's amazing that China waited so long to put the kibosh on them.
They needed the money. They needed Hong Kong's money.
It's a money thing. Yeah. Usually when anything happens in this world, you just follow the money.
That's the first thing you look at, dude. Who's gonna make the most money off of this situation? That's your first suspect.
I wonder how much the Hunter Biden paintings are gonna go for now. Hey,
as an artist, I'm offended that he made a dime.
All right, here's my only question about Hunter Biden: can he or can he not paint a horse?
The ass end of it, because he looks at it in the mirror every day.
That suddenly becomes like the biggest art question in the world.
I would love to see I would love to see after a trial and all that, the legals. But these are traitors to the country, and they should be treated as such.
Well, if they were, Hillary wouldn't be walking around giving speeches today.
Well, I mentioned this earlier as they were filing in. One thing I loved was Obama coming in by himself, sauntering in by himself. But I loved, my number one thing was Hillary. She's so short, Doc. Everybody around her towered, and she was behind Bill because he's the ex-president, not her. I get a joy just out of that. But she's just this short little dwarf woman among giants in the crowd.
She's a horrible little troll, is what she is.
She is, yeah. She's a bad
sea hag.
Sea hag. I think I saw her back in the day.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I can't stand that winch.
Yeah. Oh, she's a lot worse than what you know, Doc.
Oh, I guarantee it. That it wouldn't surprise me that she's like one of them baby suckers getting adrenochrome on it. Babies you feed with adrenaline glands, eating brains, all kinds of fucked up shit.
Oh yeah, she is. She's
They were
downright
saying,
evil.
dude, all the symptoms that she was showing back when she was running,
Yeah,
Uh,
she's something seriously wrong with
with
that
all
woman.
the weird cough and the passing out and all that stuff, everybody was like, that's a sign.
neurological damage.
It's a sign of Kuru, which is only cannibal tribes get that, and it's because they eat the brain matter of their enemies,
Ugh.
and that's the worst thing you can eat because any kind of stuff that can be transmitted is going to be in there.
Wow, you go dark conspiracy theory. Not that you were wrong or anything, but that's quite a
All right. Anyway, I'm echoing like crazy. So, Doc, I just wanted to say hi. I haven't seen you in a bit, so
Hey, buddy, it's good to see you.
yeah, hail, brother.
Don't eat
hell.
monkey brain.
I might have to hit you up here for some artwork if you've got time. I know you have a busy schedule.
Shadowhawk, for you, there's always time, sir.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. I will hit you up in DMs at some point here in the next, I don't know, week or so.
All right, my friend.
All right, thank you, sir. Rex, you have a great night, my friend. Love you guys. Love
Try to stay
everybody.
warm.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a task, my friend.
Rub those sticks together.
I'm gonna build a fire. I'll worry about the fireplace later.
I'm grabbing a big fluffy blanket and calling the dog up here on the couch so she can snuggle up next to me, and I'll be cozy.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, good night, fellas. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you, pal. I'm not far behind him myself.
Yeah. Well, you say the magic words and we'll get out of here, Doc.
Keep collecting, boys and girls.